Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman and Ventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley 1.5, Retired Slow Play, part number 45. Today is day 8 of fall in year number 2. You can see we just topped 31,000. And again, that's wonderful. We're just going to let that money rack up as we don't need anything right now. We're trying to meet some goals before the end of the year, and today is going to be a very important day for us. In the meantime, Emily's invited us over to the mayor's house, something about clothing therapy. Okay, it's different. Not sure what that's about. Pam found a battery. This is funny. As time goes on, she gives different things, but usually it's like a beer. It's like, okay, I want to hang on to that and save it for her on her birthday or something, because whatever. It's too funny. So what we're going to do is do our morning chores. I saw that our pale ales were done, so that was cool. So we'll just run around, do the things that we need to get done here. Say hello to our animals. You can see they're all starting to feed into this other grass area. I also see there's a tree growing in the middle of it. I should have chopped that down. I forgot. Again, that happens because the seeds fall off of other trees nearby. I also forgot I had a door on that side. Generally, I put gates on the bottom and the sides so I can get out. How much is Piglet worth? 17.5. Oh, your days are numbered, Piglet. I usually put gates on the bottom and the side so I can get out, to go if I'm coming from a different direction. And I just haven't done all that yet. I had put it on the side there when I first built it, but I need to put those down on the lower area, so if I happen to be down there, I can come in that way. That's just a convenience thing. And it's like, okay, where are the truffles, dude? Where are my truffles? I don't have any. He had no truffles for me. So his use as a piggy bank is becoming more and more obvious. So get the void eggs and see what else we got going on here. Sometimes there's eggs they hatch, if you will, right in front of the other machines and stuff. I almost wish he had something for them to lay them in so it'd be easier to find, but who knows? Maybe an upgrade someday. So let's see. I'm gonna check this out in here, get our oil, and it's like, yeah, oh, it's okay. Excuse me, guys, out of the way. Oh, come on. I saw he got out. It's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't want to leave that open all day long. Now, sometimes you can bump your animals a little bit, but a lot of times that you just walk right through them. I was so grateful that he went back in. It's like, okay. So, all right, folks, today, how many apples do we have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and I was ecstatic. This is a huge day for us. We've been working on this for 44 episodes now. So today is the day. I was so excited. It was all I could do not to run straight up to the community center. It was just too exciting. So I'm going to make myself do my other chores first before we go up there. And because there's no need to run up there first thing, and I've got other things that I need to do, so I'm making myself do it. It's like, okay, we're gonna get our ales going here. It won't be long till I'm out of those hops, but that's okay for now, because we're getting other things we can put in there, namely these things I'm getting ready to harvest here in a little bit. And it's like, okay, put everything in there but not the apples. So I said that out loud in my head. It's like, okay, not the apples. We don't want to lose our apples we've been waiting for. Look at all these beautiful cranberries. Cranberries are like, in the fall, I have 2 main crops. One is the pumpkins and the other one is the cranberries. I usually put the cranberries all around the perimeter, and they keep propagating and they make really good, valuable stuff. You can you can can them to make cranberry jelly, or you can put them in your kegs and make cranberry wine, and their value is good. It's not as good as some of the super high-end stuff, but it's certainly, look how many cranberries I have. That's only 2 seasons, and the previous season I didn't have nearly as many cranberry plants. So alrighty then, are we ready to go? Are we ready for this? No, we're going to go see Emily at uh, the mayor's house. She invited us there first. I wanted to go there first. I wanted to get everything else done that I had to do because I didn't know how this all would go, how it would all play. So anyway, we're going to go down here and see. I don't remember this before at all. I don't know if this was an addition that happened with 1.5, but I don't remember going through this. By the way, that reminded me, oh, it's blackberry season. So, okay, what is going on here? Welcome to the clothing therapy, Emily says. Everybody's going, huh? You're probably wondering, what is clothing therapy? I'll try to explain. So many of us are struggling with personal issues, things holding us back from living how we want. It's important to me that everyone has a free and happy life, so I came up with a new kind of therapy to help people achieve that. It's based on the amazing power of self-expression. Self-expression is a wonderful healing tool. Did you know that? Behind this curtain, you'll find racks and racks of clothes. There's endless options to choose from. Your job is simple. Find the outfit that truly speaks to you and put it on. Feel confident in yourself and your choices. You'll have a unique style to share with the world. Shane, you're up first. Okay. He freaks out and then says, okay. So, Shane, okay. So I come in. Rhiannon, you're just in time. Just observe and keep an open mind, okay? All right, Emily. Okay. Wow is a good thing. Cool. Shane, it's a new side of you we've never known about. That's great. Now go outside with confidence and show the world. Sure. So I know a lot of people say that Shane changes a lot. Okay, everyone get in line. Oh no, Clint says, oh no. That's too funny. Oh, look. She's so pretty. Look at her wink. Let's see what Demetrius thinks. So she looks so pretty. Lewis says, why not? Okay, Lewis, what you got going on here? And he's chuckling to himself, not bad. Well, look at him, looking sharp. True. Me next. Uh-oh, it's our nemesis, Abigail. What's Abigail gonna do? I have no idea. Okay. You think it's very nice, Emily? It's sweaty in here. Oh, Abigail. All right, Clint. Clint, you're up. Me? Okay, Emily, I'll do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you really, I don't know if you've ever noticed, you should really look at the paper dolls because their expressions and things change and they're funny. So what is Clint going to come up with? Oh my goodness. She thinks it's cute. Cute? Yeah, he's like, he gives a big sigh. So, well, that went very well. I just hope this experience helps everyone break out of their shells a bit. Rhiannon, oh, Clint says I couldn't do it. I don't want to break out of my shell. Oh, I guess I'm interrupting something here, aren't I? Really, I don't know. I have no idea what Emily was going to say. I understand. I'll leave now. Congrats, Rhiannon. Okay. On what? So I have no idea what that was about. I don't know what she was going to say. And you see there was a question mark above my head going, what? What is that about? So check the board. No, Clint, I'm not going to give you any ore because I screw that up every time. Where's she going? I don't trust her. She's behind me. Okay, guys. This is it. This is what we've been working on. 44 episodes. And it all came down to this moment. 3 apples on the fodder bundle for Marnie. And bundle complete. And what do we get for that? We get another heater. So in case we had never had one before, we've got one. And look at the Junimos. Boy, are they happy. The last bundle. Farewell, Rhiannon. And look at this place. It's just gorgeous. It was such a rundown shack whenever Mayor Lewis first brought us. Well, look at the Junimos. Look what they're saying. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. And they're all gone. The Junimos have returned to the spirit world. So those little guys were cute as buttons. I thought they were so funny. Everything about them, the artwork from them, what they did, what they said, it was just so funny. So you can see here on the outside, the community center is brand new. It looks absolutely beautiful. So that is a huge accomplishment. And by the way, I forgot to bring my scythe, but I wanted to get to that bush because it is blackberry season and I want to get as many blackberries as I can. As we looked last time when we had taken 100 salmon berries and 100 blackberries, the actual the price that we got for those raw fruits was like, I don't know, it was something like 3 or 4 times the amount of the salmon berries. So that might be something that we would consider, if we're struggling for enough stuff to put in our preserve jars, we might consider the blackberries because they are so much better. And again, we're just saying hi to Evelyn. We haven't talked to her very much. We haven't made very good friends with her yet. But we definitely want to. Everybody, really. So what I'm doing is just kind of wandering around and looking at the where I know there are blackberry bushes and just giving a little bump and pick them up. So we're getting anywhere, just 3, I think, 2 or 3 at a time. So yay us. We'll go find him. So anyway, going back to the community center, that is a major milestone right there. So again, the game is like, do whatever you want, play however you want. Community center is something you can ignore. You can also choose to go with Morris and the JoJa Mart instead, and the community center goes away, I think. I don't really know what happens to it. I don't ever play that way. But it's an option. You can choose to go the JoJa Mart way. I never have because it always made sense to me because it's a role-playing thing. And I role-play in what I would do if it was me. If it was me, I would choose to go with the community center and get it cleaned up and do that. So that made sense to me. So I was very happy when that happened. I was very happy when I completed that. And again, I've been playing this game for pretty well 1,000 hours, pretty close to 1,000 hours, and I've only seen that event one other time. So that was very exciting for me too, to see that, because I didn't remember what happened. It's like, what happens whenever you finish it? So it's very cool to be able to see that, and it felt like a major sense of accomplishment, and I feel like I did it for the town, and it made me part of the town. So instead of this farmer that lives out in the middle of nowhere, they don't see anyone, I did something. So it was cool. I was very happy about that. So anyway, that was a major thing, and it will bring other major things, which we will see, and some of them soon. So that was one of the big goals I had before the end of this second year, and we reached it. So yay us! That extra heater will come in handy, and I got to remember that I have it. I remember I messed that up last time, and because I will end up getting another barn eventually. It's going to be a while, and it'll be really fun. It's a fun thing that we do that's completely not related to our other animals, but we'll need that heater. And last time I forgot that I had it because I had it in a chest that I didn't know where it was, and I ended up buying one and then finding that one. So hopefully I'll remember I have it when it comes time to need it. So we'll put it away for now. Maybe if I put it in the home chest. This is kind of like all the stuff we need around the homestead and then some. We need to clean that out so that it's not so cluttered. But anyway, I have 81 blackberries, so I was very happy to see that. What I was taking there just a beat there to see, you know, which less ores do I have. I kind of do it evenly. Like if I've got, you know, 40 of these and 30 of those, then I start working on those 30s until I get 40 of them or whatever. So I don't know, it's an OCD thing. I just like to keep it even as much as possible. So I don't know how many of these blackberries we had because I sold so many before. Again, they're forageables in the fall. Yeah, I have 145. And I thought, you know, maybe we should go sell some. I really shouldn't. I really should be keeping them and using them. It's okay. We have 45 left, and there's still plenty to be harvested. But I like the money that it comes from them for sure. And you can see we're at 31,000. I am not 100% sure. I was counting these again, how many I need, and because we're going to be ready for that. So anyway, our next big expenditure is going to be another upgrade on the farm. Look at that. I forgot there was a blackberry bush there. Like, okay. We need another upgrade on the farm, and that one's going to be very expensive. It's about 100,000. I don't have a date goal in my mind, so it's whenever it happens. It happens. I'm not really worried about it, but I'm looking forward to it. So what I'm doing here is saying, okay, I'm using 9 items currently for our preserve jars, right? 8 inside, 1 outside. So what I'm doing is selecting 9 of select items to go put in that inside that chest, inside that shed, so that for the next however many times I don't have to come back here and say, okay, what do I need? I'm selecting those 9. So right now I've got 3 different items that I'm going to put in the preserve jars. And it's like, do I have any more right here? And so remember that we can pickle vegetables, and when we use fruits, it makes jam. So that's why I've got 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, and what we're going to do is we're going to put this chest right inside the door here, and my plan is to keep it stocked with however, you know, right now it's 9. We're going to have plenty more preserve jars eventually. This room will be full, and I'll probably expand it to the large size and then continue to fill it. So we just pop those in there, so the next 4 times that our items are ready, we can run right in here and grab those items. And if I have the fortune of being able to put more preserve jars, I'll increase those numbers as we kind of go along. So making progress, getting better organized. To me, being better organized it makes it more efficient for me to do what I need to do, because I'm running this farm by myself, except for the occasional help from Harvey. So I'm running it myself. So, and I want to have variety. I want to have animals. I want to have plants growing. And so because I want all of those things, then I need to be efficient. And this makes me more fit to me, myself, speaking for myself, it makes me a lot more efficient if I'm organized like this. As you can see, I had enough to make 2 more kegs. Now I'm not going to put anything in them. I'm going to wait until the other ones are done, and then we'll fill them after that. So there we go. We have 4 and 1 outside. That makes 5 now. So yay us. We have 5. So we're getting there. Eventually, like I said, that will be completely full, and getting close to having all of our hay we need. It'll get completely full, and then when we upgrade it to the large shed, that will eventually be full as well, and then we will be cranking the money. You will be shocked at how much money you end up getting with one harvest of 1 room full. It's amazing. So, you know, again, it's all relevant. You know, we have 500. to our name. And, or less. I don't remember how much we started with. And we started with nothing, and with nothing but rocks and stones and grass all over our property. And now, we've got buildings, and we're married, and our farmhouse is bigger, and we've got farm animals. So it's quite a ways to come in not even 2 full years. So I love the sense of accomplishment. And I need to start taking screenshots of when we started. I did take a screenshot of when we started, and then start doing some progress screenshots for y'all, because this is for you. So I want you to see how far we come. So pretty cool. Pretty cool, I have to say. And double check. And we have 480 hay in our 2 silos, which will more than feed our animals that we currently have. So I was very happy to be able to do that as well. To me, it's all about a sense of accomplishment and what can I accomplish. And I like looking back where I was and look where I am. And it's like, yeah, look at me. Because that's kind of what this is all about. It's, building this life for yourself that was better than the life you had before. And isn't that really what real life is about? It's building your own life and being the author of your own story. It's kind of what we're doing here, So kind of cool. I don't think that's corny. Yeah, I had a nice day. Yeah, I had a very nice day. I had a huge day, Harvey. A huge day. One of the biggest days we've had in all this time, except for our wedding. We had a good day on that day. So let's see what we end up with. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So we ended up, look at those berries. Look at that. Yeah. So, and we had a duck feather, so yay on that. So 7,900 more in our pocket. And we are now coming up on day 9 of fall in year number 2. And there we are, 39. I remembered that lobster thing again. I wanted to keep reminding myself about that. We can make that happen. We just have to make some changes. So he's going to the clinic. Sure can. A little peck on the cheek. And you've got mail. Everyone around town has been talking about your great generosity. Apparently packages have been appearing in people's houses containing items they posted years ago on the community center bulletin. And the packages are all addressed from your farm. Thanks for going out of your way to do something like that. All of us in town are delighted. Mayor Lewis. So the community board that was inside there. 1 week from today, we are holding the Stardew Valley Fair in the town square. It's the biggest event of the year, drawing people from all across the country to our humble town. If you like, you can set up a Grange display for the event, bring 9 items. So we did that the previous year, I'm pretty sure. I think we did pretty good. Did we win? I think we did. Not sure. I saw I had accomplishment, and I wasn't sure which one of these it was. Not the fish for sure. So I don't know what it was. It might have been the networking thing. Yeah, I think it was a networking thing. Because so look what's going to happen here. Well, we'll see. Things are going to happen. I don't want to spoil it for you. So in the meantime, let's get our chores done, people. We don't need to water anything. We do need our pail, though. See, the water thing is full. That happens when it rains. I always forget. And quit walking in the grass. That's why we have our pathways. For Pete's sakes. Lightning storms. Love them, love them, love them. Keep in mind it's raining today, so all the animals are going to eat all that hay right there. They're going to eat it. Of course, it's going to autofill it from the silo. I like to pet them first if I can, before I milk them, because it gives them extra relationship loves. And where are we at? Oh, 1 more heart to go. You're at 17,000. Hello, little piggy bank. Nanny has no milk today. And of course, since it's raining, we have no truffles. Because Piglet is being stingy. Piglet, you stingy thing, you. All right, here. And look at this thing. It's full. We have 12 animals in here. We cannot have any more in this particular deluxe barn, and we've got eggs, everything. So it's really hard when it's full like this to make sure that you don't miss eggs laying on the ground, because they sit on them. So I think we got everything. I'm pretty sure we did. So, just kind of thinking about the eggs. I was putting them back in order because they were out of order. We'll use regular eggs and do regular mayonnaise. No problem. We got some wool, by the way. Oh, I love it when we get the iridium quality wool. Our rabbit Thumper absolutely loves us. Loves us. Okay. All right. Look at these. We got star fruits and an apple. We get an apple a day. So normally what I do on the fruit trees is I wait until there's three items on there, and then I pick them all at once. But I just had to go get that one since we had waited so long. So we've got all these star fruits. So I'm going to feed them through the seed maker. And I'm going to stand here and wait for them since it only takes 10 seconds to process our seeds. Doesn't matter what kind of seed it is, it's 10 seconds, and it's real life seconds. And we have got, look at that. All right. So sometimes you get one, sometimes you get 3 seeds per fruit. So I forgot what we started with. I should have counted them. Doesn't matter. And I put one more in there. We have 9 so far. So I'm going to have more than I need. I can put 8 around that sprinkler. Star fruits give you a very high quality item. However, you have to replant them. So while I think it's the highest quality of aged wine, which we can't make yet, but I like having some of it just because it's the highest priced item. So we're going to keep propagating these for a while, quite a while. So each time they grow, I'm going to put them in the seed maker, make more seeds, and plant them again. That's what I'm going to do for quite a while. So it is my goal eventually to have 4 iridium sprinklers in the greenhouse, growing things around it. So that's what I'll end up with. As you can see, we have more cranberries ready. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Is that awesome? I love the cranberries. And it was really funny. If you remember at the beginning of the fall season, Harvey makes a comment about you should diversify your crops or just grow cranberries. There's a good reason why he said that. It was kind of, it's kind of tongue in cheek, but it's also a hint saying, hey, cranberries, because you get it is a good quality, and because you get so many each season. I mean, here we are the 9th, and I don't know, they're growing at different times, but that's probably our first full harvest if you add the ones that came before and the ones that came today. That's probably our first harvest. So I was counting again. It's like, okay, this one is 9 for sure. And they are cranking away on whatever's in there. So I went ahead and put that in there. So now we have 5 things that we can pop in those preserve jars as soon as they're ready. And we are getting lightning strikes. Isn't that awesome? I love storms. Oh my gosh. In some of my very early episodes of Stardew Valley and another game that I was playing at the time, in the summertime when there was storms, oh my heavens. I open up my big sliding glass door, which is approximately 4 feet from my microphone, and you can hear storms going on. I love it. I love rain. I love storms. Storms are kind of exciting, whereas rain is just, it's so peaceful. So I like rain in games, and so I really do enjoy it. It's very relaxing, and apparently there's a name for people like me, and it's a pluviophile. It means you find rainy days to be very peaceful, which I absolutely do. So what I'm doing is propagating as many pumpkins as I can for our next crop, because we'll have time to plant another one when the current crop is done. I am very sure I'm not going to have enough. So I was kind of looking at where things are and counting things, and because we're in the early stages here. I'm also looking for things that I can give as gifts. We are in the very early stages of our farm. So, our first year, really, we had to sell most everything we grew and really couldn't afford to save much. And then we were able to craft the preserve jars and the kegs and start processing some of those things. And so now it's like I don't want to put anything in the shipping bin unless it's been processed in some form or another. So anyway, I thought, we can take these sweet berry things, spice berries, is that what they're called? I forgot to look, and go see our people that on our list that we're trying to work on those relationships. Hopefully we won't hit somebody that doesn't like what we have. And look at all of these blackberries that are here again. So this is so cool. I really should have brought my scythe and cut down grasses and try to get even more. Let's see if she's gonna like this. Oh man, I just don't know who doesn't like those. You should stick with flowers if you can. Everybody seems to like flowers pretty much, and so I hate it when I find one that someone's like, oh, what were you thinking kind of attitude. Wipe my feet, there's no rug. Yes, I know he's been staying there. I know he helps you out. He's such a grump. Okay, good. So that's a liked gift, not a hated gift. Oh, that's a good thing. So let's look at that. Look at Marnie. All right. All right. So we are making progress. We only need one more. We need Linus, Kent, Willie. So we'll get them. We're knocking them off because we're getting closer and closer, and we really need to watch those birthdays. I would be farther along if I had paid much closer attention to birthdays on year 1 and 2. Because if you give people gifts, if you give them a loved gift on their birthday, you get like 2 hearts. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, coming back up this way, wanted to grab a couple of these crab pots, because crab pots are what you can catch lobsters in, but not in a pond, right? We can put the crab pots down on the ocean, and we can catch the lobsters there, because that's what we need, because that's what Willie says he wants. And so anyway, anytime I see berry bushes, I'm going to stop and hit them and start either selling or saving those, either one. There's lots of them all over the town, so we will find them. So anyway, let us go down to the beach. We haven't been to the beach in quite a while. You'll notice that I have not been fishing. I have not been fishing since, oh gosh, before was it our last shed? I think we went fishing either right before or right after our last shed was built. We have not fished since, and we have almost 39,000 already. So fishing is not going to be a thing for me until we get to the point where we need to catch the legendary fish and stuff. There's no point in it. I want to say hi to Willie, because he's behind the counter and he's one of those people I just don't see very often. Oh good, he liked it. Yay. I don't want to give him one that he doesn't like. That was risky. So what we do is we take the crab pots and we can just click right here and put them on the edge, and then we take our bait and we click on the crab pots, and you can see the lid pops open real quick. There we go. So they've been baited. Otherwise they don't do anything. So they've been baited. And let's see who we're looking at. We're looking at Marnie, Linus, Kent, Willie, Evelyn. So those are people that we're going to be working on here as far as our relationships. So anyway, they've been baited, and it will catch things in them, different things. So lobster is one of the things, I believe. So we will try to catch some lobsters because Gus wanted some. And no, mister, we're not going to come see you again. What that is, if you haven't seen a previous episode or you haven't seen Stardew Valley on rainy days, that gentleman stands right there. And if you have someone that you have enough hearts with, then you can go to him. But first off, you have to also have a date with them. I believe you go to Pierre's and buy a flower bouquet. You give them the flower bouquet and you have a date. And then after that, you go see that guy and he will sell you a pendant, and you offer that to the person and they will marry you. So The reason why he's still there is because you can get divorced in this game, which I hate. But you can get divorced and remarried to other people. And let's check and see. Is Jody on our list? We are already at 8 hearts with Jody. So while I want to keep working on them eventually, they're not who I'm focused on right now. Hi, Kent. There you are. Yeah, poor Kent. So anyway, that's why that guy was standing there still, and he remains there. Oh, Vincent. Dude. I don't know what to give Vincent. He doesn't like anything that I can remember. So he's way down on the list. Well, not all the way down. Evelyn's below him, so we got a lot of work to do, people. But that's okay. I think we can easily make my goal, my self-imposed goal, which is to have 10 people at 8 hearts, or at least 8 hearts before, oh, we're going to have a little thing here with Evelyn before the end of the year. So, hi, Evelyn. Oh, Rhiannon, you're wondering what that good smell is? Why, that's nice of you to say. I'm actually baking my famous cookies. You are? Here, why don't you try one? We're going to try some cookies from Evelyn, and gulp. Looked like we ate 3, didn't it? Well, what do you think? Why would you say it was like chewing a hockey puck? That's rude. Thank you. I wouldn't say that to her little old lady. I think I've come to get to know you well enough to give you my recipe. Just make sure you don't tell anybody, I think she said. And we learned a recipe called cookies. All right. Now we're going to go see Evelyn again. I've been putting raisins in George's oatmeal, but he hasn't said a word. I wonder if he notices. Just keep going. Raisins are good for you. Oh, and I gave her something she did not like. Oh, I have got to go sell all those or something, because those are not cutting it for a lot of people. Gracious sakes. So if you haven't played before and you haven't watched before, you can give 2 gifts a week to your peoples, and that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, let's see who we got in here. Oh, that's interesting that we could go in there, and it's after shop hours. So, okay, I think that changes with the community center, I think. Who do we got in here? I'm not going to talk to Abigail. No way. Caroline. So she liked it, but we're not. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's see. Marnie, Linus, Kent, Vincent, Willie, Evelyn, Caroline. There's Caroline. So I was kind of scrolling down, like, who's at the bottom? Abigail's on the bottom. We know what she loves now. Pumpkins and amethyst and chocolate cake, which we do have. So, you know, we're going to have to try to hit Abigail on certain days. When we get to the point where we're working on our relationship with her, we'll need to carry around those chocolate cakes, which we got for free anyway. So that's a good thing. And I'm thinking at this point just to keep looking for the berries and kind of hit some of these bushes. I know there's quite a few bushes up here that have the blackberries, the forageable ones. Didn't say anything to Sebastian. We have a previous episode where something huge happened with Sebastian, and I'll let you go find it. Sebastian is in the title of the episode because I was like, what? It's something I'd never seen before in 1,000 hours of playing this game, and I was completely shocked. I don't know if I've never noticed before or if it's an added behavior. So I'll leave it at that. You'll have to go find it. The title of it's in. I'm trying to put some highlights in the titles of my videos and look for the one that says Sebastian in capital letters. I couldn't believe what I saw. So I'm a little bit shocked at Sebastian. So we'll make friends with him eventually and find out what his deal is. So it looks like Linus, it's raining, so he's probably inside his tent. Let's go say hi to him. Some joker sprayed paint all over my home during the night. It took hours to scrub it off this morning. Why would somebody, who would do something like that to this sweet old man? Please like this, please. Oh, good. He said it was a great gift. Oh, good, because I was taking a chance. So Linus is one of our people that we're going to be working on, and we're getting there. We only have one more heart for Linus to get to 8. So we'll get there. I was just looking, going, I'm not doing too awful bad. you know, easily reach the goal that I'm looking for in time. Just need to make sure I don't give any horrible gifts to anybody. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, I hate that when it happens. I barely saw this out of the corner of my eye. This is another reason why I really don't like playing or don't like being in the world after dark, because it's so hard to see. Even with the glow rings, it's very hard for me to see the screen. So that's why I kind of head home when it gets close to dark. And we're going to harvest these hazelnuts. Those can be used. I think we can get a recipe for those if we don't already have one. And so lots of recipes that we'll get over time, and they come in a multitude of ways. A lot of people send them to you, which is awesome. And I saw that our pale ale was ready. Alrighty then. And then I don't know how many we need for sure. I don't think we did not put a chest in there so that we could put stuff in there to save time. And we've got plenty of time. It's only 9:20. So we're going to make a chest real quick. And then we'll have to put that in there and put some stuff in it. That way we're not running back and forwards every time it's ready to go. So let's see. I got the seeds, the mixed seeds they're called. And as you see, I'm not using them anymore because they are going to become a resource that we need in the future. So we're just going to hang on to it and we'll see what we use it for. Again, I'm trying not to do too many spoilers of things, large or small. I like for you guys to experience it as I did. But I did a lot of wiki reading when I started this game, and I do that with most games that I play just because I don't want to make a huge mistake that's going to make me start all over again. You know, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I messed up or whatever. And I did restart this game after I had played it for a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know there's one outside, so that's 5. So whatever I need 5 of, and I think I got 6 by mistake. And we're going to do cranberries this time. Cranberries, yes. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, a lot of people would much rather experience things themselves and not be spoiled, don't want to look stuff up and things like that. I'm the kind of player, I don't like to figure things out. It frustrates me if it's difficult. Stardew Valley has like almost no puzzles or anything. So to me, it's a very relaxed game to play. And if I feel like I need help with something, I'll look it up. If I don't want to figure out where somebody is that particular day and I want to see them that particular day and it's their birthday and I don't know where they are, then I may go look it up just to save myself the headache. So to respect my subscribers, and both the ones who've played before, the ones who've played differently, and the ones who've never played, then I'm going to really try not to spoil anything big and very few little things. So let's see, we've got 17 pumpkin seeds. I just know that's not going to be enough because I don't remember how many we planted, but it's the whole center part of that area there, and I didn't count them, and I probably should have. So I can make sure that I have enough when it comes time. So again, in the future, we'll know, because I'll know exactly how many sprinklers I have, and so we'll know for sure. So let's take a look at this real quick. And that goat cheese was $7.20. So that's regular Gold Star goat cheese, which is pretty decent for a piece of goat cheese, considering the fact we only have one stinking goat. We need more. $41.51 was our total overnight. And let's see what that brings our grand total up for us. That is $43,000. And again, that's passiveness. That's no fishing or anything. Oh, hi, Harvey. He spent the morning repairing, which occasionally your fences break down, and Harvey, anyway, fixes them. And he filled Furball's water bowl. So thank you. You're not the most exciting guy, but I stay loyal to you for the rest of my life. He's so sweet. Harvey's so sweet. And I assume that other spouses are sweet. I don't know. I'm on the other side. I've unlocked the back room of the shop. Come by when you have a chance, or something I want to show you. Figured I'll give you a recipe lying around. George gave us fried eel. What the heck? Look at all this. Recipe I won first place in cooking. Jody and ice cream. And there's more. help you mine some ore. Take the algae soup from Clint and escargot from Willie. Oh my goodness. And there's more. Robin gave us pumpkin soup. And Linus gave us fish taco. I've lost track. I've lost count. Look at all these. Marnie gave us rhubarb pie. Oh, yum. We'll have to go get that rhubarb seeds from Sandy. Look at all those. Look at all those. Now, you might be asking, why did that happen? And it was partially from the gifts that I gave yesterday. It's also partially because of the community center. So that is so cool. Look at all those people with 8 hearts now. I'll have to double check, and I may have my goal already. No, I think I needed Marnie. So we got Marnie and Linus and Kent, who I'll be working on, and then we'll double check to see if that's 10 people. And we can go more than 10, but I want to focus on them. So awesome. That is so awesome. So let's go over here and pet everybody who's standing in a clump. Dude, spread out. There's so much grass over here. And not a single truffle. Nope, there was one. I missed it. It's right there. And I got goat milk, and let's see if we can get some regular milk. There we go. All right. I don't see any more truffles. Piglet is now worth 18,000 to us as a piggy bank. We'll wait. Let me push us over the edge for something that we may want. So, and you can see I'm doing pretty good with my mouse wheel and moving it instead of moving my mouse, my cursor so much. So again, thank you for whoever suggested that. It's working very well for me, and I'm still working. There's some days that I forget, but I'm trying. Is there one down there? Yeah, they're so hard to see, the brown ones, if they're laying on the straw. So again, I really wish we had a place they landed somewhere else, but that's okay. We'll take them. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll do plain ones again. No big deal. We had not used the plain white eggs for such a long time. We have a ton of them. So again, the chicken lays eggs every day, and the ducks lay eggs every other day, and the dinosaurs, it's every 7 days. So while there's a lot of days in between, when you have, what, 10 or 8 or 9, something like that, you're getting them pretty regularly. So, and they're worth so much more than the next highest egg, mayonnaise. So that's why I like them so much. I've mentioned that before. I'll probably mention it again. I thought we might go check on the lobster pots and see how they're doing. Well, they call them, I guess, they call them crab pots. I think it calls them crab pots. Oh, look at all these berries. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to get this hazelnut up here. It pulls whatever it's going to pull in overnight. So I thought, well, let's go check them and see. If we do that, then we can take it to Gus. I keep saying it out loud because hopefully I won't forget and give it to the wrong person. I don't want to give it to the wrong person. And look, they have a party. There's a party. Look at this. Everybody's so happy. They're celebrating the community center. So that's really cool. And look at it. Everybody's inside. Everybody's not only having a party outside, there's a party going on. Everybody's visiting the community center, checking out all the rooms. And again, this is something it had been when we came to town. Poor Lewis said, oh, look at this. It used to really be a important place for us. And it's just showing us all of the rooms, how beautiful they are, the safe and the boiler room, and all fixed up. So we're going to have a little conversation with the peoples. I'm not sure how you did it, Rhiannon, but the community center has never looked better. You've done Pelican Town a great service. Everyone in town is pleased. They seem to be. As a way of saying thank you, I'd like to present you with the town's greatest honor, the Stardew Hero Award. You've earned it. And I just received a Stardew Hero trophy. How about that? I'm a Stardew Hero. Uh-oh. Voice grumble, grumble, grumble. Uh-oh. Well, who else? Sales have been plummeting. Where have all my customers gone? Morris says. Oh, Morris. Grubby old guy. All my customers here. Yes, they're all here. This isn't good. Yeah, it is. My commentary in between. Pierre, how does it feel? That's right, because Morris went in his store and handed out 50% off coupons in Pierre's store. So that was very uncool. It's of no consequence. I'll just run a 75% off sale and all the customers come crawling back to me begging for forgiveness. Oh, really? Pierre says, not this time. Look at him. He looks mean. Gather round, everyone. Uh-oh. Morris is about to get roasted. Go, Pierre. I remember when I first moved to Pelican Town, this building was active and vibrant. We worked together to make a town a better place. There's a real sense of community. True that, Pierre. George, you always used to do the crossword puzzle while I was sipping coffee in the community kitchen, remember? The good old days, George says. Emily, you wove that custom banner for the Stardew Valley Fair. I remember you working on that for years. It was a lot of fun, she says. Willie, me? Remember when your little crab experiment got out of hand? That I do. We showed up one morning, the place was crawling with them. But Gus saved the day with a brilliant idea, a crab leg feast for the entire valley. I still dream of that garlic butter, Gus says. You see, everyone, our community is what makes Pelican Town special. When JoJa Mart came to town, we lost sight of that. But now, thanks to Rhiannon, we have a second chance. I'm asking that you join me in boycotting JoJa Mart. We have the power to reclaim our old way of life. Who's with me? I've lived here too long to see this town go to ruin, George says. You can count me in. Look at George. He's actually smiling. Look at that face. George. He was the first one to speak up, and everybody else followed on. About time. No more JoJa Mart. Me too. I'm in. I'm done for, Morris says. Oh, wow. You've made so much money off this town. And it was too much like our job that we were at. Morris and his JoJa Mart cronies were never heard from again. So, you know, it was just too much like the corporate world that we had left to come to the farm from, you know. So that was an awesome little scene that is a result of the community center. So it's part of completion, of course. It's part of something I needed and wanted to have done before the end of year 2, which, you know, we've got a month and 3/4 left, or a month and 2/3 left, I guess. No, Clint, sorry. But it's nice that it's done. It's like, as I mark things off of a literal list that I have. It's like, okay, accomplished this, accomplished this, accomplished this. So it's making me feel a sense of accomplishment of the things that I'm wanting to share with you. And so I'm really happy that you got to see that. I thought that was something just really fun. Kent, poor Kent, lost a lot of friends in the battle. It's sad that I can't remember their faces. Yeah, he's, if you haven't seen this before, he is the one, they said the family will like this. He is a soldier that has PTSD, and so they don't really say that, but it's what they describe anyways. And he comes in, he's not there when we first come to Pelican Town, and then he comes in at some point, I can't remember when exactly. So he's like a brand new person that shows up in town. We're like, who's this guy? We find out he's Kent, and he's got some problems, and we've seen a couple of scenes with him in them, so it's okay. I really love that sort of detail that we have here, that level of detail. Let's see if we got no lobsters. Okay, so we're gonna pop into Willie's again and get some bait because I didn't bring my fishing rod with me. It's only 5 each, which used to mean a lot of money to us. Now not so much. I guess I could have sold them those other things. So we're gonna go ahead and rebait them. We're gonna take the stuff out. There's a cockle and an oyster. I think that might be the first cockle that we have found. I'm almost positive. So we'll come back and check them again tomorrow, and we're looking for lobsters. And in the meantime, we got these items that we can sell, and I had not gotten cockles before. So look at these relationships. We're only one heart away with Marnie, Linus, Kent, 2 hearts away with Vincent. So I don't know. I think getting that community center was probably a real good thing. I think it helped us out there. So plus it, again, it's a sense of accomplishment. So that's cool. And the berry bushes continue. In fact, I should go home down south, or anyway I go home, I'm going to find the more and more berry bushes. And just wandering around today, I got 20 more. So I don't know. That's a lot of. I remember when that happened, thinking there are so many more blackberry bushes than there were salmon berries. So I still think that's the case. It's like, holy tamale. So let's check. Yeah, that is the first cockle that we have found. And we have also not saved any oysters. We have been selling them as we found them. And so, right now let's keep one of everything. And then, there's our batteries from the storms we had. So we're going to save some and sell some, because we still do need to be working on our monies. I'm not freaking out about it, but I do want to reach that goal at some point. Now I was hoping that I could put this trophy like right there. It won't let me, so I guess it's going to have to go inside. It can go in a storage container for all that matter, but hey, it's a trophy. And I also thought maybe I could put it outside. Nope. It looks like an indoor only decoration, from what I can tell anyway. So that's okay. I get a lot of things that eventually I don't want or need in my house. So we'll put the trophy over here for now. There. Perfect. Like that little glass thing up there that tings when that I don't like that as far as a decoration for my style. So put away these things that we got and keep the kiln and the furnaces cranking. Do some gold this time. Got over 40 of the other ones, so perfect. It looks like we do have some preserves ready of some kind. And again, so convenient right there. That's why I like these things right here. I can walk down and I can just walk right down the row on the side to do my resources, and they're all right there. So let's see, we're going to do the cranberries again. We had melon jelly. I'm sorry, for the first time. We have not done melon jelly. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking good. I had not done cranberry jelly. I did cranberry wines. So I thought, well, let's do them at the same time. It'd be so cool to see the differences. So, and I don't know what the differences are. And I realized that this is a foraged item. So they were in the wrong chest. So I got them moved. So eventually everything will be perfect, right? Not true. Have we been in here in a while? The answer is, oh my goodness, no. We have not been in here in a while. Look at this. I don't even know if we could have any more in here. Eventually it becomes not such a big deal because we can grow pomegranate trees and orange trees and apple trees and all these different trees, and we will eventually, but for now it's the only way we can get those items. So we really need to keep checking in there on a regular, nope, they don't go there, on a regular basis. We really need to check. And again, this is the fruit chest, I guess I should say. And the fruits go in there, not the harvestable ones, but the ones that can grow like in trees and things. Okay, and salmon berries are on that far spring chest. And there we go. Salmon berries just don't bring hardly any, and I don't know if they're a good thing to give away or not, but I've made wine out of them and they just don't bring very much money compared to other things. Yes, I know there's like the one thing that's the most valuable thing, but I like to have a little bit of variety anyways, a little tiny bit. So we're gonna go to town and see Pierre real quick and get some more seeds. It's the 10th of the month, and I can't remember what day our harvest will be ready. I think it's going to be just a few more days. So I wanted to make sure that I was ready for that. And didn't have to come back here on the day of. So we are going to pick up quite a few of these just because I don't want to run short. And it doesn't, we'll use them eventually anyways. And we're not using our money for other things. So I went ahead and got 50. And taking a look here just to see. I know I've got like a handful of the other things that I want to grow. You know, like the bok choy and the eggplant, and I don't even know what else. So I've got a few of those other items. Then I remembered this. This is the backpack upgrade, and it gives you a whole bunch more slots, a total of 36, and it's 10,000 for the upgrade. And I hadn't done it until now because of money, but because we don't have any expensive things that I absolutely have to do, I decided now is the time. So you can see it just made it a third larger. So now we have the largest backpack available, which, you know, a lot of people think it's a waste of money. I personally don't. To me, it's a time saver. Double checking here. Tomorrow is Jody's birthday. And I wanted to double check. We have 8 hearts with Jody. So we're working on Marnie, Linus, Kent, Vincent, and Willie are the people that I'm focusing on. And if I could remember something that Jody loves, that'll take her hearts to 10 or whatever is the maximum. I think it's 10. So it has different amount of hearts depending upon whether or not they are single and marryable. Marnie is not a marryable person because apparently she's got something going on with Mayor Lewis, apparently, as we have learned through a couple different events. So putting my seeds away that we just grabbed, and that takes us up to 67 pumpkin seeds. I'm looking here because I thought about buying eggplant, bok choy, yams, and I thought, well, I could probably go ahead and process these and save myself the money so I don't have to do it. And I've only got 2 seed makers for now, and that's okay for now. We're not in major production yet. Eventually we will be. As my farm is my planting areas will expand significantly later on next year. I don't know about spring, but by summer for sure, we probably will have the full planting area all set up. So it's just planning ahead and thinking ahead. But anyway, I'm saving myself some money here by using my plants that I already grew and putting them in the seed makers. I think eventually I end up with 8 or 10 seed makers, and starting around the 15th of the month, I start processing the seeds for the following season. So in the winter of December, what I call it December, winter 15, I'll be putting the spring seeds, running them through the seed makers to make our seeds as many as I need at the time. So when I'm in full mode, when I'm going crazy, then I usually try to have 600 of my main crop in seeds, and that's 2 plantings worth, and that's always more than I need. So that's just a goal. I really should count them sometime when I've got everything situated, when I've got the right sprinklers and everything all set up. I should count them sometime just to see how many I really need. I don't know how I came up with an arbitrary amount of 600, but I also want to make sure I have enough deluxe speed grow because that's also very important to me. So we've got a few seeds that saved us some money. That's why I looked at them to buy, and then I decided no, I think I'll just make what I need. And again, my main crop is pumpkin. Cranberries are on the outside. I've already got all the cranberry seeds that I need to plant for this year because they'll keep growing the rest of the season. So doing pretty good from what I can tell, and making progress every day. So you can see our monies went down a little bit, but that's okay. Like I said, 10,000 was worth it to expand my backpack. I always like to expand it when I can, when it's convenient, when it makes fiscal sense. Right now it made fiscal sense to spend that money because I'm not using it on anything else right now. So it's okay. We'll do that upgrade when we get to it. And I don't know when that will happen. Just whenever it happens. There is no set date on my schedule. So And oh, coming down here for a look-see, and we see the wormy thingies, otherwise known as artifact spots. And I get another rusty spur, which we don't need. I was looking for the oak resin, so yes, thank you very much. So that's another oak resin. I think we got 4 trees producing right now. I don't know how much more we'll get before the end of the season, but we are going to keep working it, because that each one that we get represents another keg that we can create, and I'm just going straight to it. So wood, copper, and iron, which of course we have all of. Again, I've mentioned before, you know, keep those machines cranking, because you never know, you're going to need those bars, and it will be convenient at the time. So we're going to make another one here real quick, and we're going to go put it in our beautiful shed. And you can see there's already being processed, so I'm not going to put anything in it. I will wait until the next time that we need to process. And I'm counting. That makes us 5 inside, and I have no fruits and vegetables in there at this time. And that's 6 total. So 6 is our total right now. So we need 6 fruits of some kind. So I'm just taking a quick look, trying to decide what I want to make. And I decided on the cranberries. Again, because they're so incredibly plentiful. I mean, it's only the 10th of the month, and you've seen how many we've got. We've got kegs and preserve jars full of them. So we'll just keep using them because they're plentiful, and they do make a good amount of product. They make a good value product for us. So sometimes I just wander down here and I think about, you know, do I have anything that can be harvested? And, you know, looking one more time, and the answer is no. It's not horribly early, but we're going to make it the end of our day here shortly. We're also going to make it the end of our episode. If you have not done so, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. It lets YouTube like me better, and it lets me know that I'm doing something that other people find valuable. So please subscribe if you will. And also, as always, the most important thing is I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.